Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Scott King, and I'm the owner of Let'sGetYourMindRight.com. I'm a hypnotist, certified NLP practitioner, and a narcissistic abuse empowerment coach. Basically, I educate people on narcissism and help them to get out of toxic relationships and onto a more fulfilling life. For more information on that or one-on-one coaching, make sure to visit the website www.letsgetyourmindright.com. Now, for the YouTube channel, I figured I would pretty much work on tackling limiting beliefs, bite-sized chunks at a time. I'm a very big advocate of how words are used, and I like to educate people on what could be holding them back, because sometimes people get in a stuck loop and they're not quite sure how to get out of it. And it starts with, the language. So basically, today, I would like to cover the word can't. Now, it may seem minute, but I promise you, just a 3-degree turn or a 1-degree turn a day, 3 months from now, you won't even be in the same spot, than where you were traveling if you hadn't made any course change at all. So basically, today, I would like to cover the word can't. Do me a huge favor, get a pen and paper, and just for the day, or maybe get an app, mark down every time you hear the word can't and see how many times you come up with it. So when I sit down with clients, they have a limiting belief that they can't do something. Let's say as a metaphor, I can't build that castle. Well, let's go ahead and break down what that belief is. You can't build that castle by tomorrow. So you want to think about the things that you can do, right? What are the steps that you can do to stay focused every single day and still keeping your main goal visible as you work towards it? And maybe as you work towards it, you may find that wasn't what you wanted to begin with. Yet, if you don't do anything and you stay in the I can't do that, then no action is happening, and then you wouldn't be able to judge that action or evaluate any actions that you did take to find out whether that was something that was achievable or not. So basically, we could take my life, and there was a bunch of things I was told that I can't do. So I was basically working for another company, and I was told that I wouldn't be able to, sustain myself, without with other person. Basically, that's how a narcissistic relationship works. Like, they'll tell you lies in order to keep you where you are. They'll run consequence patterns, and they'll say, oh, you can't survive without me, or you won't be able to do things without me. So basically, that would be a limiting belief that they would want to implant so that they could keep you within their grasp and then have their way with you type thing. So for the longest time, I was complacent. I, didn't want to change who I was. Or maybe thinking about getting past where I was too much work, and I was fine where I was. So I was complacent. I wasn't really challenging that I couldn't survive with somebody else. I just took it on and then focused on other things. So it was a limiting belief that was planted, and then until I broke or reached a threshold for change, I figured out what I could do. So when I did decide that I was going to go off on my own and become my own boss, well, I couldn't do it overnight, right? I would need a way to sustain myself because I had a certain way of living. Like, I couldn't just jump from one ship to go to the other. I could. Well, again, I can't do that tomorrow. What can I do now? So I made the decision that I was going to do that, and then every single day I would just work on that until I was able to get my gains. Little wins here. Of course, we take hits because that's just part of the journey. Everybody takes hits, and you don't focus too much on what brings you down. You focus on the good of what you can do. And then you stay away from the can'ts, because if you have I can't do this over you, okay, maybe you can't do it tomorrow, right? What can you do now that you wish to do that you could get to for tomorrow? So once again, I think about all the can'ts that could be holding you back, and then ask yourself, is it true? Are these things that you really can't do ever? Or is there something you can do today to make that happen? Maybe it's a year from now, maybe it's 2 years from now. And it doesn't really matter what somebody else says that you can or can't do. It's about what you want to do, what you're going to be at threshold to change for. And if you don't know what threshold is that you come to the agreement and understanding that there's three things, right? You understand that you decide that change needs to happen. I'm the one that makes the change because nobody can make a change for you. And then you decide change happens now. So once again, don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. And then you'll decide, what outcome that you want to achieve when you reach threshold, or basically sick of putting up with somebody else's crap, and then make it happen. So once again, threshold. 3 things would be in play in order for it to be called threshold. Change needs to happen. I'm the one that makes the change, and change happens now. So once again, guys, just within regular conversations, see how much of the can't you can get out of your language. And if you had to rephrase a sentence, how would you rephrase that sentence with a can in it instead of a can't? I know it's a simple exercise. Check how many times you use the word can't, or when you're having a conversation with somebody, how many times they use the word can't, and then what can you do in that sentence to focus on what you want to go towards. What is your main goal? Maybe that desired outcome can't happen tomorrow. That's understandable. Some things aren't. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yet, what bricks can you lay now to have Rome built? Hey guys, thanks. That was just a short video on the word can't. It could be creeping up into your language with your friends, with yourself, maybe with your family. Become aware of it. Understand that you don't have to have that hold you back, and you can do something about it. Just restructure the sentence with the word can, and then take out the word can't. Remember the little engine that could? I think I can, I think I can. Thanks, guys. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, ring the bell. We're going to be giving out more content, and I'll be in touch with you soon. Visit the website. We'll stay in touch. Thanks.